Hello students, welcome to the online lecture series of the SDSM College Palghar. I am Vilas and today we are going to start a new chapter, sewing. So in this today's lecture we are going to discuss about the sewing time, depth and the spacing. Next topic it is a seed treatment, the definition, objectives and their types of the treatment. If we talk about the sowing, it is a process of a planting an area of the object that has had the seeds planted in it will be described as the sowed area. Among the major field crops like rice, wheat, or the monocots like the grasses and the legume plants, the seeded or the maize or the soybean plants. In this planting, wide rows like almost 75 centimeter in length are used. In that they are precisely or evenly spaced of each and every seed are placed in rows, and there are the various mechanism had to be advised. So in this topic we are going to cover up this. Before sowing, certain seeds first require a treatment prior to the sowing process. This treatment may be seed scarification, stratification, seed soaking or seed cleaning with a cold water, or sometime a hot water is used. Seed soaking is generally done by placing seeds in a medium of hot water at least 24 to 48 hours. Seed cleaning is done especially with fruits, as the flesh of a fruit around the seed can quickly become prone to attack from the insects or the plugs. Seed washing is generally done by the submerging cleansed seeds for the 25 to 30 minutes in the 50-degree centigrade water. So this hot water kills any organism that may have survived on the skin of a seed, especially with the easily infected tropical fruit such as the lychase, rambutas, etc. can be used. In addition to the mentioned seed pre-treatments, seed germination is also associated with a disease-free soil is used, especially when they are trying to germinate difficult seed. Prior treatment of the seed in the soil are done. So there are the two most used soil treatment are the pasteurization or sterilization. Generally in India there are three seasons. One is Kharif, second one is Rabi and the summer. So that can be usually done as per their need. The Kharif crop is usually sown after the regular onset of the monsoon in the month of June to July. Very early sowing may not be advantageous, as it may result in the failure of the crop due to the prolonged dry spell. So certain situations early sowing may be advantageous, particularly for the Rabi crops. Usually sowing time is of a Rabi is October to November. In these certain cases, advancing sowing in a September to October may be helpful for taking advantage of the availability of the soil moisture. Time of the sowing for the summer crops varying from the January to February. The most of the crops it may be preferably first fortnight of the January season. Depth of the sowing, it is because the seedling uses much of storage energy for the growing through the soil, so seedling will be less vigorous upon the reaching the surface when they can begin photosynthesis. So when this happens, the soil type and the condition of the sowing can absorb the moisture. It can be stubble and the plant resides more. In that, the optimum depth of the sowing depends upon the soil moisture, then size of the seed reserve, and the coleoptile length. For getting the good vigor, it is necessary that the germination of the seeds should be the good and the proper germination. It is always important that the seed should be placed in the moist zone of the soil. Too shallow or too deep sowing results in the large number of the gaps and less plant population. This is due to the shallow sowing. The seed germination is poor because of the inadequate moisture in the upper layer of the soil. Deep sowing may be result and it affects the crop stand because in many cases seedling may not be able to push their shoot above the ground level for the greater depth. So besides affecting plant population, the weed problem also comes rise. So serious under in the size of the seed also have a great influence on the depth of at which seed should be sown. The crops like the groundnut, castor, etc. having the bigger size of the seed can be sown to be a greater depth of the soil, maybe it about a 6 centimeter. On the other hand, the crops like finger millet, pearl millet, tobacco, etc. having the small size of the seed is to be sown as a shallow as possible. The thumb rule is to be sow the seed to a depth approximately 3 to 4 times their diameter. Most of the crops, the optimum depth of the sowing ranges about 3 to 5 centimeter. You may wonder why spacing matters. Why not just cast the seeds? So one good reason is that correct spacing normally uses less seed. This can be saves your money also. Correct spacing also helps crops grow better way. Plants can detect their close neighbors and modify their growth accordingly. Some plants like the root plant or the shrubs have the root touching ability. So the plants can influence their neighbors by sending out chemical growth. Their signals from their roots can affect the growth also. So using the correct spacing also improves the plant health. If the plants are too much close, so they can be more susceptible to fungus growth or the other diseased. In front of the pictures are given for your reference the levels or the spacing are kept in each of the hole which are given for the seed sowing. Let's talk about the seed treatment. Seed treatments are the biological, physical and chemical agent and techniques applied to seed to provide a protection and improve the establishment of the health of crops. So optimizing production begins with the elite genetics and protecting plant from the pest and the disease free. So the treatment subjecting for the seed to the solar energy exposure, immersion in the water, these are very much essential for the seed treatments. The diagram showing that the seed treatment, in that the whole seed are treated with the chemicals and some are grown in the liquidous medium for the proper treatment. Some important objective for the seed treatment should be followed. The first one is protection of the seed from seed rot and seedling blight. The seed rotting or the seedling blight are the invitation for the seed-borne or soil-borne disease. So it should be prevented by giving the appropriate seed treatment for the prior sowing. The coating seed with the certain chemicals are treated for this purpose. Next, it is a prevention of the spread of disease. When the infection from the systematic diseases during the different growth stage, the crops and the also during the storage is prevented by the appropriate seed treatment. This treatment is also helpful in preventing non-systemic diseases. Next, it is the protection of the seed from the insect in soil and in storage area. When seed is treated with the various insecticide along with the fungicides, is effective against storage of waste and the certain insects which are born in soil. Next, it is the improvement in seed germination. The germination of seed is improved by the controlling seed surface flora by breaking dormancy of a seed and removing inhibitor and treated seed with the germinating or the germination promoters. Next, it is a reduction in the cost of a production. When the cost of the plant protection can be reduced by using treated with seed for the cultivation. This may helps in minimizing the cost of the crops production in a greater extent. Next, it is the production of a good quality seed. The good quality seed can be produced when the crops stand in uniform position, the vigorous and the healthy. This can be achieved by using properly treated seed for the sowing time. Next, it is an increase in nitrogen fixation. The seed of a leguminous crops is treated with the rhizobium culture. These are the nodule bacteria which are increasing the nitrogen fixation through the increase in the nodulation on the root area. The seed of a cereal or the monocotyledonous plant such as a jowar, wheat, bajri, paddy, cotton, vegetables, etc. is treated with the azotobacters. For the sugarcane, say the acetobacter is a azospirillum. It is a species of bacteria. By using it is useful for the same reason for the nitrogen fixation. Next is the convenience in a sowing. The seed of a cotton crops it intermingled in each other due to the fuzz may be difficult, and it can be avoided by the treating the seed with the paste of soil and the fresh cow dung, or by delinting with the concentrated sulfuric acid. Next, it is the induction of the earliness and the variations. When the maturity period of a crop can be minimized by the giving vernalization treatment, that means freezing treatment to the seed. Similarly, the variation in original morphological and the general structure of the seed can be achieved by giving radiation treatment to the seed. Next is protection of the beneficial insects. The insects like a honeybee are beneficial to the plant pollination. Pollination is a technique, it is a natural thing occurs on a flower when the pollen grains are spread out at the self flower or the next flower of the same plant. So pollination leads by here it is a insects. Next, it is a hardening of seed. Drought and the cold tolerance can be achieved by the treating seed with the chemicals like a calcium chloride, potassium chloride, or monopotassium phosphate. These chemicals can easily hardens the seeds. Next, it is a seed fortification. In this technique, the achieving high vigor to overcome the soil reaction. So these are all the 12 treatments which are given to the seed for better germination, so it leads to the good planting effect on it. So these are very important terms which we have discussed in this lecture. So today we have discussed the sowing time, depth and spacing, various treatments given to the seed for the better result. So I hope you have understood the easy and very effective terms regarding the sowing. If you have any doubts, so you can message me on a WhatsApp group, so we can solve your problems or the doubts regarding each terms we have discussed. So thank you for the today's lecture. So we will come up with the next part.